Ladies, let's have a real conversation here for a quick minute here. So you're out there and you're juggling your life, your kids, and maybe that same approach to that naggy knee pain, the same way that you're trying to lose weight. So you've been doing it for so long, you think maybe it's the only way. But here's what's happening. You don't know what you don't know. And just because something feels familiar, it doesn't mean it actually works for you. So, and I get it. You think, I know my body best and I know what works. But do you really? Just because something feels right for a hot minute, like 10 years ago, it doesn't mean it's working for you right now. So take a deeper look. You're barely getting any results and the pain is still there. You're frustrated and deep down, you know what you're doing isn't cutting it. And do you really think looking at extra YouTube videos and multiple comments on Facebook group is going to help you out? If it did, you would have gotten results by now. I see so many of you dealing with these annoying niggles that just won't go away. So maybe it's like a knee pain that's always off, or a hamstring that's always tired, and you go to the doctor and nothing is showing up in your scan. There's no wear and tear, there's no injury, and everything seems normal. You can't figure it out, your doctors can't figure it out, so nobody knows what to do with your problem. So what do you do instead? You just keep doing what you've always done because it's familiar. And you're like, I'm just going to give this another go. And instead of reaching out to someone who can actually help you, someone who knows their stuff, what do instead? You go on YouTube, scroll through Facebook groups, and post a comment and asking randoms for advice. So what do you get instead? A mixed bag of conflicting tips from people who aren't even qualified to help you. The 18-6 fasting diet will work for Karen. Yes, the 18-6 fasting diet might work for Karen, and the carnivore diet might work for Susan. But do you really think that works for you? Do you share the same body? Do you have the same lifestyle? Do you have the same family problems? And do you even have the same job? Unless the variables are exactly the same, what makes you think Karen's fasting and Susan's carnivore diet is going to be the answer to all your problems? And just because you're stuck thinking you know what you know, but you don't actually have any evidence of what is actually working, and you're still stuck in the same spot. I know this is hard to hear, but sometimes what you're doing is flat out wrong. And as coaches, we're not here to take your money or boss you around. What we have is real life knowledge, experience, resources, and tools to help you. And here's what's really frustrating as a coach, and that many of us out there who are coaches, if you had sought out support earlier, someone who can look at you as an individual, not a generic program, you might have actually gotten results by now. The pain that you could have been ditched, and you finally get some muscle, and you're finally seeing some weight changes in the scale. And we can't help you if you're not willing to give it a real hot go. Instead of hopping from one fad to the next, fasting one week and then something else next week, and some random calorie deficit strength program that you snagged online, wondering why you're not seeing results and why you don't have any muscle and why the scale is not working, but yet you just keep getting fatter and fatter. Look, at the end of the day, you are the only person standing in your own way. And here's the reality. No program works perfectly for everyone out there. And there's always going to be some form of trial and error. Some parts will work brilliantly for others, and others might need some tweaking. Unless you know, but you'll never know because you've never actually committed something to give it a proper go. And instead jumping from ship to ship 2 weeks after not seeing instant results. You are the reason why you're not seeing results. Unless you admit that, and maybe you just don't know everything about your own body. Then you are going to stay exactly the way you are, frustrated, in pain, and wondering why nothing is ever working. And yes, some of you might be facing financial hardships, time management issues, and thinking it's never a good time to jump onto coaching. But to be honest, these are all just excuses. Some of you are paying $10 for a cup of coffee. And some of you have enough time to go shopping, do your hair, manicure, pedicure, and buy new outfits for the season. And if you can afford these things, you can allocate some resources to help you so you can help yourself. If you are truly financially struggling, then maybe it's time to have a look at your wardrobe and cut some stuff out and sell them online to Marketplace or Craigslist. I can guarantee you every single person watching this video has a clutter of stuff in their wardrobe that could easily be sold off to someone else who wants to buy it. And what you really need is probably the time to post it online so someone can actually buy it. And how do you know no one's going to buy it if you don't try to actually post it? And when someone say they have financial hardship, I truly believe them. But there are also solutions in place to help you. You could take out some loans, and at the end of the day, once you start to feel a little bit better about yourself, your confidence goes up, and then you can go out there in the world and you can ask for a pay rise, get a better job maybe, and then along the way, increase your quality of life. Or you can just declutter some of the garbage in your wardrobe and sell it to Marketplace and Craigslist and get the funding you need for help. And lastly, you need to manage your budget better and stop Uber eating. Learn to cook some basic meals and put aside that money that you can use to help you. At the end of the day, if you're sitting here and going, I need help, I can't afford it, then it's not a money issue, it's a you problem. There are always creative ways to tackle this. You're just not trying hard enough, and that's why you're stuck.